Our new math unit is all about telling time. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about telling time and reading clocks. First, let's talk about the different kinds of clocks. We have an analog clock, which is the kind of clock that you read, and a digital clock down here, which is the kind of clock that tells you the time. You might have digital clock on your phone or your iPad or on your microwave or on your alarm clock in your bedroom. But we are going to focus more on the analog clock, being able to read the clock. So let's talk a little bit about time. The number 60 is extra important when we talk about time. There are 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour. 24 total hours in one day. So, look at my analog clock right here. We have two hands. We have a long hand, which tells us the minutes, and a short hand, which tells us the hours. So, this clock says 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. If we were going to write 3 o'clock, there's our little smiley man, we would use the number 00. That means o'clock. This little looks like double dots here, that's called a colon. That goes in the middle to separate the hour from the minutes. So 3 o'clock is how we would read that. So how do I know if the time on this clock that says 3 o'clock is AM or PM? What do those mean? They mean daytime or nighttime. So if something is AM, it's kind of like in the morning. So if it was 3 a.m., what would you be doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? Chances are you'd be in bed sleeping. So from midnight all the way while you're sleeping up to when you wake up and you eat breakfast and you brush your teeth and you would go to school, and we would do skills and we would do centers, and then you would go to lunch, and then you would come back, you would go to recess. All of that is the AM because it all happens before noon. Noon is the middle of the day, and once noon hits, it turns to PM. PM is in the afternoon, so after noon. So it might be when we do math and snack and you're getting ready, you go on the bus, you get picked up, you go home, maybe you have a snack, maybe you play outside a little, maybe you watch some TV, you read a story, you take a bath, you have family time, you go to bed. All of that kind of stuff happens in the PM. So AM is in the morning and PM is in the afternoon. Okay, so I have brought with me from school, anybody recognize this guy that you like to play with? This is a Judy clock. So a Judy clock is just basically an example clock. Okay, so let's make my example clock say 3 o'clock. Now, you notice we have a minute hand, which is the long hand, and an hour hand, which is the short hand. And right now, our hour hand is pointing to the 3, and our minute hand is pointing to the 12, which is o'clock, written as 00. So, if I move my minute hand, what do you notice happens to my hour hand? What's happening as I move this minute hand? Yeah, the hour hand is also moving. The hour hand starts to move too, huh? So, like I said, there are 60 minutes in an hour. So if this minute hand makes it all the way around the clock and back to the 12, that would be 1 full hour. So right now this says hour hand, 8, minute hand, o'clock, 8 o'clock. If this hand makes it all the way around, now it's what? It's not 8 o'clock anymore, it's 9 o'clock. Good job. 9 o'clock. So, what are these little numbers next to the big numbers? Those stand for the minutes. So every little blue tick is actually 1 minute. So it'd be 1 minute, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each one of those ticks is 1 minute. So each one of these numbers stands for 5 minutes. So that's an easy way to help you figure out the minute hand is by counting by 5s. Let's see if we can do it. It goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, or o'clock, 00. That's how we count by 5s. So, we have our minute hand, the long hand, and our hour hand, the short hand. This is going to point to the hour, which we're always going to say first. So 10 o'clock. All right, friends. I hope this was helpful and good luck. Have fun telling time. Remember, this is just our first time learning about it, so give yourself time. It takes practice, and I bet you can do it.